Hey, welcome back to Two Super Guys Trade Stocks. I am Dylan.
And I'm Vinny.
And we're going to take a look at how Robinhood is teaming up with Citadel to screw you, take your money, and take advantage of all of your trades. This is a terrible idea. We're going to get into it.
Two Super Guys Trade Stocks.
Nice mug.
Nice.
So Vinny sent this to me. I thought this was a joke at first. I thought it was like a meme. Robinhood is going to allow you to buy and sell select stocks, like the most traded stocks, 24 hours a day, Sunday through Friday. Okay? Yep. This is the biggest scam I think I've ever seen. All right? I don't know if people realize how bad this is going to be. But essentially, there is no difference between this guy in the bottom right and Senator Darth Sidious.
Palpatine?
There you go. Darth, whatever his name is. I don't know. Senator Palpatine, Darth Sidious. This guy in the bottom owns a hedge fund and Citadel Securities. All right. Who are they, Vinny?
They are the empire, actually. I'm just, they're the evil empire that just sucks all of that bid-ask spread out of your trades and, makes Robinhood tons of money off your butt losing money.
Yeah, they screw you very, very bad. All right. Now, just to show you that they make money through paid for order flow. Okay. So in the 90s, you would pay about $40 a trade, which that's a lot, by the way. I mean, that is a significant amount. In the 80s, you'd pay $200 in commission on a stock trade. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Now we're not paying anything. That's because we're the product. Okay. So a market maker, which is Citadel, okay, pays the brokerage a small commission. It's not so small. I'm going to show you how much they paid to fill our order when we go to buy and sell a stock, right? So the market maker is both buying and selling stocks and other securities. It can set its own purchase and sales price, all right? So what it does is it makes money not only off the bid-ask spread, which is what you look at, but they can also do naked shorts because they can see all of the orders coming in and then short the tits out of you. I'm going to show you how they did that. But essentially, they can see what you're doing. So just as an example for a bid-ask spread here, so the more order flow the market maker receives, sorry, my phone's there, from the likes of Robinhood, the more profit they generate. So if they buy 100 shares of Apple at $52.01 per share, and then they turn around, they sold the stock to a retailer at $52.04, they made 3 cents. It's not a lot, but you do that millions of times, you make a bunch of money. All right? Now, one of the theories is that this is to encourage more trading by Robinhood, so then they can make more money by this. Now, this is where this gets gross. The 12 largest U.S. brokerages earned a total of $3.8 billion in payment for order flow revenue in 2021. Robinhood alone took in almost $1 billion of that.
It's a lot of money.
It is a lot of money. And if people remember, the SEC fined Robinhood $65 million in 2020 for routing trades to market makers, Citadel, that did not offer the highest price. They were skimming you off the top, right?
Yep.
You'd have to do limit orders, and if you didn't, you were screwed. They were also not being honest about what they were doing, okay? So essentially, Robinhood did not hold up to what they were doing. They failed to seek the best reasonable available terms when executive customers' orders, yada, yada, yada. They just gave it to Citadel, who can then see all the order flow, take advantage of you, all right? What they also do, Keith, the owner of Citadel, also owns a hedge fund. I don't know how that's allowed, by the way. That should not be allowed.
Chinese wall between the two.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense. But so essentially, using social media posts when they started the GameStop frenzy, they made the most important comment of the hearing. So they did a hearing, and what they pointed out is that naked shorts is when you don't actually have to find the stock to short it. And the same stock could be not found a dozen times. So that's essentially how you could, I mean, it could be any number, but that's essentially how GameStop was over 100% leveraged.
Yeah.
right? You're not leveraged, short.
Well, yeah. That's the Roaring Kitty guy, by the way, like Keith Gill.
Yeah. I wanted to post this because this is shows how bullshit this is. 2022, hedge funds lost 6.5%, making it the worst year return since 2008. Citadel, the hedge fund company, which is run by Ken Griffin, had the best annual performance in its history. Posted profits of $16 billion and reported $62 billion in assets under management.
It's like a 20+% return if that was all prior. That's crazy.
Yeah. And so they're like, dude, how'd you do this? It's crazy. It's definitely not that you own your Citadel Securities and a hedge fund. And he goes on to say this bullshit. And what he ends up doing is, at the bottom here, Ken Griffin's connection to Citadel Securities, one of the largest market makers he owns in parallel to the hedge fund. He says it was due to teamwork.
Yes. Teamwork.
Within the
arms of his empire.
Yeah, not good. So how much do they actually pay? So they take the top spot when it comes to pay for order flow. They forked out $2.6 billion in 2020, 2021. All right. And due to its dominant market share, accounted for around a third of the total market spent on paid for order flow. A third.
I love it.
So this is how they're going to fuck you. All right. This is Target, Meta, NVIDIA. I just chose 3 random stocks. I did a picture of this 15 minutes before the open. Okay? So the bid-ask spread on these is 39 cents for Target, 14 cents for Meta, and 17 cents for NVIDIA. This is 15 minutes before the open. Now, Meta and NVIDIA will usually be around a 1 to 2 cent spread when it opens. Okay? When we're 2 hours before the open, this spread is like 50 cents. If you were trading overnight, you are going to be so fucked by this spread. You can do a limit order. That's fine. Let's say you're buying NVIDIA and you're like, I don't want to pay more than $285, which that's a lot. But I don't want to pay more than $285, so you know you don't overpay. That's fine. They can fill you at the $285, and then the next second the stock can be worth $284.20. This is the worst idea I think I've ever seen. I also want to point out, this is not for investors. They're targeting traders, right? You're not investing at fucking midnight. Like, you're trading. You're doing trades. Yeah. If you are a trader, the time that you make money is the first hour or the last hour. This red box, this is called algorithm time. This is where nothing makes sense. All the lines of support that you have, they're all controlled by computers, and this is where hedge funds operate. They're now trying to get you to trade during this time when they destroy people just all the time. This is a horrible idea.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is dark. This is like gloomy. Like makes me not want to like trade. It's like or it makes me want to invest in Citadel directly. Can I do that?
Yeah, I don't know. Can we? That'd be a great. I mean, that seems like a solid idea. Essentially, they're going to post record profits 2023. Probably. Like anyone who's doing this, they're going to murder you on the spread. It doesn't matter if you're studying limit orders and you're like, well, I won't get filled, on the ask. I'm going to get filled in the bid. But because the bid and ask can be so big, stocks aren't moving down by 1 cent. I don't care if it's Tesla. They just drop $1 in a second when there's not enough people trading. You're screwed. It was a horrible idea.
So the casino is basically open 24/7 almost. Not quite, but 24/5.
Also, just psychologically, you need a fucking break from you can't just do this all day. There's a whole, this is bad.
Yep.
People know there's a lot of money.
I suspect so too. Be interested to see how it plays out though.
Yeah. I think like 2 months in, when there starts to be like Reddit videos of people buying like Tesla and it dropping $2 in a second for no reason, then it will stop. But yeah, let us know what you guys think.
Yeah, let's hear your thoughts.